Did you know that 60% of American consumers are using food delivery of some kind? Hey everyone, it's Jesse here. So today's topic, I want to get right into the gig economy. And the reason why I'm really excited about the gig economy, and it's one of the reasons why I picked this topic for my videos, is because I see huge growth for the gig economy, especially food delivery. Now we're seeing a big surge, obviously, in 2020. Whenever the shutdowns were going on, people were less, they weren't wanting to go out as much, that sort of thing. Restaurants were, you know, capacity was like all-time low levels, 25%, 50%, that sort of thing. Kind of got people uncomfortable to go to the restaurants again. And then finally really figuring out that they really like going home, that sort of thing. They like having their food brought to them. So in this video, I just want to really focus on some stats and the reason why I'm very bullish on the gig economy and the growth that it's projected to be at. So let's get right into it. So in 2017, 34% of the workforce was working in the gig economy. So obviously pre-pandemic levels, 34% of people in the workforce were using gig work as like a part-time job. So just say that. And then in 2020, we saw a big surge, obviously. 43% of the workforce was working in the gig economy. So, we saw basically almost a 10% increase from 2017 to 2020, which makes sense. A lot of people were kind of trying to figure out how to get a little side hustle in, little money on the side, that sort of thing. So, and then in 2020 as well, the gig economy contributed to $1.21 trillion in our U.S. GDP, which came out to be 5.7% of total U.S. GDP, which is insane. And I honestly don't see this going away anytime soon. I see demand being big, and it's only going to stay here, and it's only going to grow from here. And this is a stat that the reason why I'm really focusing on gig economy. So 63% of people between the ages 18 to 29 use food delivery apps, whether it be Uber, whether it be DoorDash, whether it be Grubhub, Postmates, whatever it is. 63% of the people in that age group are using this. And that's huge. I can't stress that enough. That's a big number. Almost 2/3 of the population between that age group are using it. So it's only going to grow from here. 51% of people right now between the ages of 30 to 44 are using food delivery apps. So again, we're going to see about a 12% increase as these people get older. They start to have families, that sort of thing. It's only going to grow from there in that age group of 18 to 29, which is why I believe it's such a great thing to get into right now. It's just going to be huge growth is what I see from those stats that I just read you. So for instance, another reason why I know demand's not going away is because DoorDash right now in my area, now every area is a little bit different, are giving out $900 bonuses to drivers. Uber is giving out $150, bonuses for just a referral. So I believe now how DoorDash does this. They used to do it a little bit different, but now I believe this is how they do it. So they split it between the two of them. So the referral gets half of it, and then the driver gets the other half. They may have changed it back to the way it used to be, where the referral gets all the bonus, but I do know for a fact that it used to be half. So, the driver would get $450 bonus, and the referral will get $450 bonuses. Now, Uber, I do know for a fact it is the referral that gets the bonus. And I also believe the driver gets like a $50 is what it used to be. It could have all changed by now. I haven't sent a referral in a while, so I'm not 100% sure on those kind of stats. But I do know for a referral, you'd get $150 for Uber, that is. And then by 2027, half of the U.S. population will engage and gig work of some kind. So demand is going to be there, and I just see this be a big change. It's only a growing industry. The pandemic probably just made it come a little bit sooner than what it was already going to be. I do believe that this was going to be a big thing, but the age group caught the attention. The pandemic caught the attention of the middle age group, so like from the 30 to 44. That's why we saw a big demand spike, is because that age group started seeing that this is exactly what these food delivery apps were doing. And it's just been growing ever since. So, and I remember seeing those signs in 2020 when it first came out, big promotion signs, more restaurants signed up for these kind of things. So that was another thing, is the restaurants just signing up left and right for these delivery apps, and then these delivery apps overcharging. But obviously, there was really nothing that they could do at the time. That was kind of the only thing that they had that was kind of easy to sign up for and get their business back afloat. Now, before demand spiked in 2020, pay was actually decreasing. So we saw big decreases in pay just because there were so many people there to fill those jobs. I remember signing in to schedule yourself on DoorDash, and those schedules used to be gone instantly almost. They would post them at 3 o'clock. By about 3:15, you would have no more orders, no more time slots to pick from, basically. So there was a lot of people, and demand wasn't there. So, but anyway, we're definitely not seeing that anymore. As I read you those referral bonuses, that sort of thing. Now demand is now higher, and more people are moving out of the gig economy. So going back to work, for instance, probably a little bit better paying jobs. A lot of people finish college, that sort of thing. So they're kind of moving out, going into the into the real jobs that they wanted to do, or they were able to just find a bunch of jobs, a manufacturing job that just recently increased pay, and they decided to do that instead of do gig work. Makes sense. Typically a little bit better, a little bit better pay probably for consistently. Plus you can still dash and stuff like that on the side. So Fox Business is claiming the gig economy will outpace all job creation by 2025. I agree with that stat. It's going to be a big thing. It's only going to grow from here. Like I said, that age group, I believe that's going to hit really closer to 70% by the time they become in their 30s, when they start to have kids, that sort of thing. So I think this is going to be it's a good time to sign up right now. Get good at this and start making money. Like I said, I've got a video coming where I made $170 in about 4 hours time. And that was just the other day. So it's crazy money whenever you know how to work the system. It's over $40 an hour. So it's pretty incredible. And the reason why I also believe that, Fox Business also mentioned the reason why they believe that it's going to outgrow all job creation by 2025 is because it's flexible for both parties, which makes sense. Businesses don't always need full-time employees. They need part-time employees too. Whether we see stuff like Amazon Flex coming down the pipe, that sort of thing where drivers, demand, well, obviously the pandemic was super high. They needed some extra drivers. And I know that Amazon Flex is still another big thing that a lot of people do. Now, an author, Paul Estes, by 2030, he predicts that 50% of the U.S. workforce will be independent workers. So that's a huge stat. He believes that this is only going to be a growing industry as well. Demand is going to be there. So again, it's just a very, very good time to get into the gig economy. And I think that in time, once you get better and better, this will only be a growing industry and you'll make tons of money, especially just for a part-time position. It's really easy. It's flexible. And all you need is a phone, and usually most places need a car. Now, there are some cities that, you can just walk, ride a bike, that sort of thing. But most places will require you to do a car. And this is just a beginning of a huge boom that I see. In 2025, I do believe there's going to be a big boom. And we're going to see that US GDP keep on creeping up more and more and more as it outpaces all other job creation. So I think this is going to be a big, big, big thing. This is something that I highly recommend everyone get into. If you need a side hustle, part-time gig, that sort of thing, I see a huge, huge, huge place for this. And join the page for you to find out how to make extra money doing this. I've got a video coming up showing you how I made $171 in 4 hours. I will be posting that very, very soon. Just please join the page. Hope you enjoyed, and I will be posting here really shortly about that day. Thanks for watching.